My name's Aaron. Welcome back to my channel. How are you? I'm fantastic and I'm doing really well. And today I'm viewing Sauvage Parfum by Dior. So it's saying bergamot as a juicy spirit as ever invites the new spicy notes to add fullness and sensuality to the woody amber trail of ambroxan. Is wrapped in a smoky accent of Papua New Guinea vanilla absolute for greater vitality. Okay. Do we have our bottles of Sauvage Parfum by Christian Dior? Are we engaged with the high self? Let's get testing. I think about this fragrance. How would you construct a flanker to it and keep it the same? And that's what we're going to find out. I don't know. I think it's easier actually, because you take your original DNA and you construct it differently. You think about what you want to do. This is stronger, heavier, denser, similar to the Eau de Toilette. I'm going to put the Eau de Toilette on this side. There is a lot more going on with the Parfum version. It is constructed differently. The construction is completely differently, and you have heavier, denser perfume concentration. Similar to the Eau de Toilette, similar, because that's the use of the ambroxan, the isosuper, the hedione, the core of the fruit molecules, that sauvage core, but added in the depth more citruses. The use of vetiver in this is particularly excellent with sort of patchouli, and I think patchouli, vetiver, lavender with the citruses is particularly really delicious. And this is a more updated version, I think, of raw materials that can smell a little bit dated, and that combination has been around for a very long time. This is sweeter. They're sweetening the formulation with the coumarin and with the heliotrope. And heliotrope is one of my most favorite raw materials, and it's a precursor to MDMA, as we know. And it smells sort of like almondy as well, but it can add that sort of like feel to fruit, especially apple accords. So this harsh with the dihydromercenol acetate, ethylene, that's sort of the core. Then you have the fruit molecules working through there, and then you have more of a sweetness to it. It's very strong, very robust. They start off similar, but they end in different places. And I think the Eau de Toilette is really good for offices, if anyone works in offices, or when you don't particularly want to be too strong, or when you don't really want to be inoffensive, but you want something long-lasting. And I think the Eau de Parfum is more going out at night, doing stuff. That sweetness is particularly gorgeous, and they've added some sort of lily of the valley raw materials through the core to give smoothness and cleanness. The use of ambroxan is very high. I love ambroxan. I know some people don't like ambroxan, but I think ambroxan is particularly lovely. I love ambroxan. Ambroxan is a really tricky raw material, because if you dose it too high, it flattens down in formulation completely, and it also crystallizes out of the formula. You really need to know what you're doing on a technical level with these sort of like powders like these ambroxan and all these other coumarin, all these things. If you don't understand solubility, saturation, all that sort of stuff, it drops out when you have an unstable formulation. So the skill in the perfumer is not only creating something wearable that smells finished, that smells unique, that is long lasting, that's projecting, it's also understanding the chemistry behind it. So the chemistry of what is going on in this with these high amounts of ambroxan is really key. And to get to that, you kind of got to dose the ambroxan too high and go down through the concentration. You'll sort of work out your saturation point, and you work out when it drops out. And you really don't want the ambroxan and all these things to crystallize out. It becomes an unstable formulation. So perfumery has so much chemistry involved in it. Interestingly, the Eau de Toilette is vibrating off my skin slightly more, but the Eau de Parfum, I know the way it's constructed would mean that when you heat up, it starts vibrating off, which I sort of prefer personally. But I think these are two separate occasions. As I said, the Eau de Toilette is kind of more, I think you can wear it to work. It's very inoffensive, sweet, clean. I love in both. There is a geranium raw materials they're using, which you can smell is quite apparent. This is just such clever perfumery again. This is utilizing really difficult raw materials, the musk, the lily of the valley raw materials, the raw materials that give elevation, the right percentage and ratio of these aroma chemicals, dihydromercenol, linoleic, all of that stuff. If you go too much of them, if a fragrance is too volatile, if you go too little, you don't get the right effect. This is thousands of experiments done right. The choice of musk is particularly excellent. But I love most of all in this sort of the choice of acetates to give that feel and the base, and that sort of thinking and that critical thinking has created a really, really excellent perfume. Brilliant perfumes. I wouldn't change them at all. I think they're really, really complete. The price is really, really excellent with these, and that's kind of why they get these high marks, because they're priced right. The raw material choices are excellent. They're safe. They're legal. They're kind of doing everything that I want. I'm going to mark this one a 10 as well. I think they're really, really good. I think they're super wearable. I think they do different things. Just really good flankers. I prefer the Parfum more because it's heavier, denser, and it sort of vibrates off. So we love that review. Thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating, interesting content. Lots of moving hands and lots of fragrance reviews. Hope you're staying safe and well. See you soon.